Hey everyone. So I want to say some few things before this end of the year. Um, my name is Ava Nova Frost, but you can always call me Ava or Nova, whatever to do. I've been a YouTuber since 2017, and for the years I've been trying with this channel has uh been hard with actually. And I just want to do YouTube how I see with the ones I watch, like Markiplier, Dan2DM, and Aphmau, all that stuff. And like, I don't say anything bad. I just want hope one day, hopefully my work can go to the top as well. I know my channel is random of like games, uh, artists and all that stuff and audio, or you could call it ASMR. Even though I don't put the word ASMR, is for reasons. So for this year, um, things I thought it would go well, but this year was really hard for me. But let's some of you, if some of you know, you probably already know about like months ago about the break-in and stuff. If you don't know, there's a short that explains about a little bit about it. Which I am not gonna explain in the video. Uh, ever since then, well, months ago, a few months ago, since actually September or October, I uh kind of started to fully heal, but the rest of the year, I just couldn't focus. Every sound scared me. Everything was scary because because that was my first break-in, and nobody should never go through that. No one. I'm not saying it just for myself. I'm saying like whoever has also went through something like that. I hope you're okay and I hope you're safe. So, anyways, um. there's gonna be new updates with this channel with new stuff. Um, I haven't gotten worked yet, but you'll see what's a new thing. I'm not gonna spoil it yet. Also, I got a new headset, which it's cool, which I am very glad because my other one that I'm gonna miss because the ones that I met and for a few years, kind of ever since I started making VR chat videos years ago, since 2023. I am glad that I met these people, even though we don't know in person. But hey, we're all people and we're just trying to live eh, and want to enjoy ourselves. Like, enjoy, be happy on us stuff. And there's like a lot of reasons, just like sometimes I'm not gonna make VR chat videos like often I used to because there's like a lot of reasons, and unfortunately I am not gonna say them for my own reasons. If that would be please. um so what I'm fully trying here to say is that I hope that next year I like let's say these few months, like this kind of half of the year, I wasn't very great with myself or with my mom or other people, and I feel bad for that, and I feel like I should say sorry. And I'm trying not to cry. um, if they are watching this, hey, I hope you guys are doing okay, and I hope like we're okay. I'm not saying we had a fight or something. Well, probably sometimes, but I don't like to be burdened to people. I don't like to be uh all that kind of stuff, but yeah. But next year I want to try to do something better and make sure everyone's okay. And like, there's gonna be some videos I will still continue, like the games and animation that I will do and always continue. In a few years we'll be 10 years old, but next year will be um I think 8 years old, probably. Oh wait, no, 9 years old. Oh shoot. No, this year would be 8 years old. Next year would be. Anyways, what I'm fully trying to say is I hope you guys have a good next year, and don't don't like doubt yourself and never give up. Okay? You know how like in avatars like A1 and stuff. Well, sometimes I see like Earth like that, but different. Like she is our mother nature, and we're here for a reason. But some bad people out there, we are still strong and we can still do it. I believe in you guys. And also, there will still be more audios, more video games. Uh, I know, even though with comic videos, I am still gonna do them. It's just, I want to say I am sorry for my bad reading. Um, like, I'll explain a little bit about it. Uh, that I am not fully good at reading at all. I had struggles for years. Even my dad tried to help me teach about reading, but still feel yes. We all don't have good things, but I still try, and I just um, sometimes we don't have to be perfect for everything. So we just do it for fun or something. And sure, I don't fully get to do like edit credits for the artists, which please go check that out. And some of the comics I can't find a name, so I'm sorry. And I know I don't fully reply to comics mostly because uh I just want you guys to have like a little guess for stuff. Or there's gonna be stuff I will try to be more like a little up about like to answer some of your questions, but only if I can. So please be patient. um, I hope you guys have a good year, and for everyone that I know on VR chat and stuff, let's make the better of this world. Also, the robot series is coming back. It's just being worked on, which since I got this new headset, and also, if you know the cheeseburger guy, Wellesley, that plays Tails, um, yes, he in the last video he was in, uh his one of his controllers was not working, so now it's fully fixed. Yay. Also, I hope one day I can have my own avatar like with my OC, but yeah, for now I'll just like probably use Luna or my Sonic OC, which it has an update. And which I'm trying to do like more updates with my OC, more updates with my characters. And speaking of my characters, I want to start a series with it, with my own character, with my like that playlist of my Ava No Frost characters, silly stuff. Like some of those are in the story of the Ava Nova Frost, but it's not with the. It's just Ava Nova Frost. Also, um, the people that also like the audio for Twilight and Discord, I am also going to make a series of those, but I don't know when that's going to start because I am having a little struggle. I have been asking, and nobody has replied yet. Uh, how should I start the series? But at the same time, I think I know how to do it. Like I would spoil a little bit of it, but at the same time, I want to keep it a surprise. If if this is about whoever's into that shit, go ahead. Also, my art will be spreading around a little bit more because there's another YouTuber that I'm helping out with, uh, which she's amazing, and she also does Twilight in Discord. You probably know her. I'll put her name here. uh, she's amazing. Also, the other artist that also helps her, they do awesome too. Even the voice actors, and there's like a that's why my channel's random because I want to do a lot of things. I want to do more art and video games and also do audios because that's what's fun and satisfying. Speaking of one of the audios, part two is coming out soon. Anyways, um, more video games I want to do. Also, for the video game videos, I'm mostly going to use that for like when I don't have an animation ready, or yeah, mostly when I don't have an animation ready or a series that I don't have ready yet. Uh, Also for the robot series, I don't know when the next episode coming out, but it will. Also, the reason why the series stopped is because the avatars for the person that made it were just gone. Like even the TF2 ones, they were just gone, and I was upset about that. But then at least I kind of glad that they were gone because I was a little pushy with all the series and stuff. But I learned my lesson and I want to be better with it. And I like let's say they just kind of mess around a little bit, but I just let them have their fun, and I want us to have fun with the whole series and stuff. And I don't like to be pushy or stuff or anything. But there's sometimes I might be, and I'm sorry for that. I just can't control myself sometimes. But I do try to calm myself. I know this might be a little weird. Um, I know I've been talking a lot. I know this video is probably gonna be long. I know this is gonna be weird, but how I calm myself. Well, I have this necklace that's on me. I always have a necklace on. It's a nine-tailed fox, and I always press it against my chest gently. And I don't know if you know this movie of the Wolf Children, which I love the movie so much. It's kind of one of the reasons I started with my stories, but not fully like it. Which I want to explain something about my story of my whole series, but I'm gonna explain this part first. Uh, with Yuki say I'm gonna be a little girl all the way home, that actually helps me with some stuff. It doesn't always work, but um it does help. As long as it kind of helps me with how I take like deep breaths. Like I'm gonna be a little girl all the way home. Like saying all that, breathe out and like kind of make it a little long and like and all that stuff. It kind of actually helps. But if it doesn't work for you, then I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you have other ways to help you calm down, like a plushie. Like I have a plushie right here, even though you can't see it. Um. Anyways, for this year, I feel like I'm sorry for a lot of things, and I wish it was better than how it was. But for next year, I want to make sure and do better, and I want to do better for myself. Like, I'm not saying I'm like leaving YouTube. No, no. I'm saying like I have not been nice to myself, like for a long time. But there's gonna be sometimes I'm not gonna be nice to myself, but I'm not gonna do too pushover and stuff. But I really want to change that. Anyways, I want to explain about Ava Nova Frost of my story. So, if you're curious about the story, go ahead and stay. If not, then um, I don't know. You could stay if you are wanted to curious, or just go ahead and leave. I don't know. I don't want to sound mean. Anyways, Even though Frost, that's me. Um, they were born on I'm not gonna say my birthday because reasons. Unless I will give hints when my birthday is. If some of you know, there. But if uh if some of you know, y- yeah. But if you don't know, then you'll just have to try to find the hints in the series. So Ava and Frost, they were born in a year and born with a world in packs, but not just packs, but also clans or whatever they're called. Um, for what we are, we're called creatures. I couldn't think of our name, so creatures that we are. We're born with either ears or tail, horns, elf ears, any body parts we are born with. We could transform at kind of almost any form, but only when or we're born with. For me, I am born with forms like as you know, the Moonfrost Sphinx, Night Fury, Lion, Wolf, Cat. Um, I am also I in like Draconic Quest form, which is also gonna be my OC for My Little Pony. Uh, anyways, um, sorry, I'm trying to think of words. Ava's parents, Zena and Bone, they were in different packs. The Night Clan, which it was my aunt's idea to make a clan, actually. The Night Clan, there's like other clans as well. There is the well, not Sun Clan, but, or whatever. I'm trying to still think of it be a Sun Clan. The Ocean Clan, the Forest Clan, and Shadow Clan, uh, River Clan, and there's like more than one. There's like probably like 10. I know it sounds familiar with some names, like the Warrior Cats, and like even my character's names kind of sounds familiar to Warrior Cats, which is just how I like with names, to be honest. Like one of my characters, like Gray Stripe and Tiger Claw, they're not like the ones in the series, so don't worry. I'm not trying to copy that or uh, you know, even though their styles kind of look like the characters, but it's just my own how I do it. Why am I pinky names? uh, even though Frost, had also have a group of friends that he see as a board thing. Uh, my Night Fury named Burn. She's a little sister to Toothless, but got separated after Toothless was shot down by Hiccup and was found by her mom, which speaking of her mom, Zena, my mom, are we're best friends. Then uh Burns' mom slash Toothless' mom passed away by the Drangan hunter that thinks he killed all the Night Furies, which I don't believe. I believe Night Furies are still out there. Anyways, me and Burn met. We were just tiny little kids when I was probably like 6, probably 6, and she was probably like a few months old, or probably like a year old, probably. And then we like kind of grew up together. Then we met BB and Pitt, their siblings. BB, my cat, as you know. I decided to make her as a character because why not? And lastly, Rover. She was actually made in middle school. All my characters were made in middle school, but for for a school project, uh, like okay, so first in school, she was supposed to be one of those rovers, like going to space and stuff. Um, yeah, so she was made like that, and she was okay. So something bad happened to her. She missed an arm, leg, ear, eye, and all that stuff. But then we give her robot parts, and then we use kind of magic to finally give her arms back. But her eye is like the same color as her robot eye. So yeah, she's stuck with the blue eye. Um, so the us five, we go adventures, we can go different dimensions, and we have these kind of dimensional knives or scissors. If they could only be the two knife or scissors, you could cut through the air like in Star versus Evil. I know, but this is a little different. There's always malfunctions with them sometimes if you use them too much. Portals will come out anywhere. Creatures will find them, and you have to find those creatures. If they're in the wrong world, you have to bring them back to the original world and all that stuff. My characters, Blue Paw, which she's my aunt, but she's my half aunt or step aunt, I don't know, because she was adopted by my grandparents. Uh, which I'm not gonna say their names yet. Their names are still being worked on. I just made those characters. But my other grandma, my Zena's mom, her name is Hope Heart. She's a mix of a nine-tailed fox and dragon. And also, she's like one of those characters of like, uh, she is 500 years old. Yep, and she's still young, so which you don't see a grandpa there because that's a mystery, and I don't know if that will ever be found out. My aunt, Sarah Claw, she is 2 years younger than my mom, and she is a half wolf, half uh like this is what I'm saying like their regular form, half fox and half wolf, and because of the two tails. Uh, Zena, she was born with the Moonfrost Sinks form, uh, which it is kind of crazy. Because in the story with the Moonfrost Sinks, they're only born with the full moon. Um, which 1,000 years ago, Moonfrost Sinks were just innocent creatures. Sure, they didn't always have that smile. They just calm. Even baby Moonfrost Sinks are very cute and small as a kitten. But they were hunted down, and by their spirits, they kind of actually had them to be the first one to have it, to have the form return. Then, when my mom had Zoe and Lucas, she, she was glad that those two didn't have it because with the form, it's hard to control it. It is kind of unstoppable, actually. There is another form like the Mufasa things. Um, it's called a Sun Blaze Zun, and that will be a story for another time. I will make a video about it, about more about the moon crossings and the sun blaze zone. And I hope you guys like it. And you guys could choose, and I will probably will drop pieces if you guys want to have one. But anyways, um, so sorry, when I'm out of words, I'm like out of breath, as some people probably know. Um, but when my mom had me, she was scared and horrified a little bit, but mm, she also wants to protect them no matter what. Even with a form, she would never abandon her kids. She's like one of those moms. Like when she sees a baby, she protects. uh, so with Zena and Bone, with the three kids, after I was born, my uncle, Stone, he wanted me for like a reason, which I'll say that they want to use me as a weapon, and that mission failed. And the reason why Stone is like this because there's a villain behind the series, which I am gonna make. As Goldclaw, I was gonna make him. I was gonna draw this as an art thing, which I will later. That I was gonna make him the main villain, but he looked too hot. He looked too hot to be the villain. So, and also cute. Like he kind of also looks shy a little bit. Uh, so I decided to make his dad to be the villain. So, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Um, so with Claude's dad, before he was born, uh, which his mom is also a little bit mystery, but that will be found out in the future and all that stuff. Uh, eh, yeah. So, uh, they want to use me as a weapon, which I will make it a U about it. What I would look like if they had me and raised me. Which I'll say the Stone is not fully a bad guy. He's just one of those guys trying to be better and trying to prove something, but then end up being wrong and feel guilty for the rest of their life. Uh, for my uncle, he's not fully a bad guy, even though he does look like a little bit. Uh, anyways, but that mission failed, and for the Night Clan, that place is a secret place, which no one knows except the other clans and mostly the Sun Clan. They only know where the location is, and no one can like it's against the code of like if why does the clan not like show on a map or something? There's like a good reason, and uh, you're not allowed to say the reason unless it's necessary, and only that you could trustworthy with this person. There's another character. I think you've probably seen him before, but at the same time, I don't think so. I sometimes I forget my character's names because it's been a little bit. Because thanks. It was. I'm not gonna explain that. Focus. Alright. uh, so this character, he's like kind of like a spy character, so he might act like a villain and let's say like Astra and Heather, how like make them what they think and the others think of. That's what we want them to think and all that stuff. Uh, so yeah. Also with my series, yes, I am like as different dimensions. That's me, Sonic and How to Train Your Dragon, Naruto, all those characters I like and which ones I known for years, and some might be new for me, uh, which I will allow, which I just oh, anyways, uh, so I was gonna put a story that my parents left to protect me, but instead I decided to let them stay and raise with me because I don't know. Like I already tried that story like so many years, and then I decided to change it like a few months ago, I think. So I grew up with the four I explained about Burn, Rover, BB Pit, uh, Tiger Claw, which I didn't name. They're named like that. And stuff like with Kit and Paw and stuff. Uh, oh, unless they want to, they had to ask the leader, in which the leader is Blue Paw. Even though she's the youngest, for uh for Bone, but Bone let her to be the leader, and even though she was scared at first, but she's a great leader, and she protects her clan. But there's also deputies in it. But at the same time, they're uh like leader wolf 2, 3, or all that stuff in case like someone needs to take charge while the other person is gone. Um, so there's uh I think the other character I named was White Storm, but at the same time I think it was just Stormtail. Yeah, Stormtail. He is kind of same age, but actually no. He's let's say 10 years a little younger than Blue Paw. Uh, Lionheart, he and Stonetail, which Stonetail helped with. mostly with my raising while my parents were trying to do other stuff, like to make sure, like, protect the clan and all that stuff, and try and find ways if my mood frostings is out of control. Um, which that barely happened until I was like 10. So yeah. Um, which you can, like, the mood frostings can show as a baby as well. Like it could just take over when it wants to. So you can't really stop it unless you calm it down, like snacks or something, or I don't know. Anyways, even with panic attacks, it will protect you. Anyways, Stonetail, he helped me with raising, and he is like 27 years old right now. So uh he is 27 years old. My mom and my dad are in their 30s. I know it might sound a little weird weird, but yeah. There's they did that kind of young stuff, but hey, like my mom, she's like her mom, they're like that kind of age, like growing. But also with Bone, he's kind of mixed with his mom, because she's also like half dragon, but also with a different kind of animal, um, like cat and stuff. Anyways, uh, sorry, I'm like running out of words. I hate when I do that. So, for years, Bone and Zena, keep their kids safe. Lucas and Zoe, they also go on their own adventures, but Zoe, she has these three cats, one, like, her in real life cats, Felix, Pants, and Pedro. I was thinking like Thorn for Pedro because, like, that's what how I found her cat and stuff. But anyways, for Zoe's character, uh, she does takes almost everything seriously. Um, but she also like a badass. For Lucas, he's a silly goofball, and he's like very best friends with Gray Stripe. Uh, which also in like in the clans, there's also like medicine caretakers, but that's what we call them. As even though actually I'm not gonna say that. Anyways, which ours is Leaf Paw. She is very sweet and kind, which Greystripe has a crush on. Uh, but we are with like saying with, let's say with Blue Paw's like thinking of maybe adding more of like maybe like two more medicine take carers, and since Leaf Paw is like the only one that helps take care of the clan and all that stuff. Uh, Raven, uh he is with Tiger Claw, but also with another person. His name is also Bone, but there's like you have to write in the names like how they're right, like either a cross O or uh something else within their name, and uh which you could write however their name is. Which I will draw Tiger Claw's family, because I want to, what his parents look like, because there's a little backstory with his family. In any case, if you're a little sim for him. Anyways, which I really want to find the voice actors for him, which I think I have ideas. Anyways, uh, so like Tiger Claw, he is like kind of also like overprotector with me sometimes, and he does take care of me. Also, he's only like 5 years older than me, so he's like 25. Uh, but I'm not gonna say anything else right now. Anyways, I hope you don't hear the background. Uh, so we go on adventures, and there's always bad guy stuff. More of a story will show and funny stuff. I hope you have. I hope you guys like my characters, and I hope you guys like the story of it sometimes. Um, anyways, uh, I will explain the story of with the moon frostings and the sun blaze on in the next video probably. If not, then later on in the videos. Not sure when. But anyways, if you guys want more of my story, comment down below and I hope you guys have a great day. Anyways, I hope you just all have a good day and I hope next year will be great for you all. Anyways, bye!